Hey, what's up, guys? King J coming to you live from hell, and today I don't have a topic in mind. But what's up with FaZe Clan? Like, why is that even a thing? Why is that cool? I've never seen anybody in FaZe, except maybe like Tfue, and he wasn't even in it. As a matter of fact, he exposed the FaZe Clan for how shitty they could be. But I just don't get the hype. Like, it's just the technical skill of being good at the particular game. And and I just don't even know what the popular games are right now. I was never anticipating being into Fortnite, especially the amount that I got into it. The addiction to skin buying. But it's like, I would like a different third person. Every time I play like another game, even like a AAA game, it just seems like it's lacking in customizability and aesthetics that I think Fortnite does provide. I mean, the skins are, I haven't seen too many games with skins, that many skins, and with that level of outfits. Mortal Kombat, that was one of my favorite things, is the customizability of the alternate outfits and stuff in a lot of the older games, in especially MK9. I think MK9 was a perfect game. I would love that game remastered. But because it's got too much Coomer bait and we're not in that place anymore, that just would never happen. The physics are off and everything. Everyone looks like a fucking toy. But that's the thing, it's not a female thing. It's everyone looks like a freaking toy. Everyone has the physique that's unrealistic, and it's fine because I never thought that game was trying to be realistic. But that was the whole point of the game. It's the whole point of games in general. It's escapism. It's a fantasy, and everyone wants to look ideal or like in this crazy fantasy way. And I don't see too many games really going into that. Every game has this gritty, realistic look. That's why I do like Fortnite, because it doesn't do that. It looks wonky. It looks weird. It doesn't, the aesthetic doesn't fit with, like the GTA 5s or even like the new MK11. And, the game that I feel that does that well is Tony Hawk, the new one, because everyone is a real person. And, that does make sense. But when you have a game, that's not trying to capture realistic people or actual people, it's like, have fun with the design, have fun with the elements of the world, because hyperrealism is not what I look for in a game. I look for a crazy atmosphere, unattainable by human eyes. So that's something that I look for when it comes to aesthetics. But also, like, there was just something about like those old platformers. Everything was just colorful. I'm thinking of like Conker's Bad Fur Day, or I never played Crash Bandicoot or any of like the Rayman games. I only had Rayman Arena, but that's one that I'm thinking about. Actually, one of my favorites was iNinja. iNinja was awesome, and it just had this other world. It was like a fucking cartoon, but it's like the way that they handled it back then, it was just fun, carefree, which is something I think Fortnite still does. It's fun, it's carefree, and then they still do have realistic looking people when they do a collaboration. It looks like the person, but it still fits in the world. And then they have, Rick, who looks like the freaking Simpsons game from, when was that game? 2007, 2008? It's like, or that Family Guy game that I never played, but it kind of had that same cel-shaded look. I don't mind that either. I don't need, man, and I spend so much time just looking at game platform stores, like the Activision Blizzard launcher, Epic Games launcher, Steam. Steam has just a bunch of fucking garbage in it. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't look in the right places, but also a lot of the AAA games, they don't lure me in. Like, the aesthetics are never there. The aesthetics that I like are like Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon, like that has that like otherworldly vibe, and then the characters are wearing things that, you know, no normal human would wear, but it's kind of like it fits with the world. And that's what I think, once again, Fortnite does well. And maybe also like Saints Row, but I really haven't played Saints Row, but I know that it doesn't take itself too seriously. But I am really excited for the remasters of the you know, GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. Like, I am going to instantly cop that. I think those worlds, in a nice updated graphical sense, are going to be, you know, awesome. And I just think they need to add, maybe, you know, they have to have the OG music, which I hope they do, and they also have to add something a little more sustainable besides the missions, like, you know, different kind of goals and different kind of replayability, or online or something like that. That'd be a perfect game. I think what would really take it to the next level is if they didn't just remaster it 3 separate games. They had all 3 campaigns and all 3 maps in one map. I know they have the technology to do that, the space. They weren't big. Like, don't extend the map, don't add extra shit. Just keep it the way it is. Update the graphics and stuff, but merge it all together into one world that you could seamlessly go through. That would be, and then you have GTA Online on that. I think they wouldn't have to do, they would beat GTA 6 or anything they could do if they just added that world with the way that GTA 5 has evolved and become this other thing. And it also, I would say, because I'm not too big into GTA 5 Online or GTA Online, it would be a nice refresh for the GTA Online experience. Get some new people in there, stop a lot of the toxic behavior that goes on in there, and allows for a nice reset. You know, start things off a way, maybe balance it out a little bit better. I'm always scared of online things. Even like in the Tony Hawk Online, it's like, I just feel like I'm going to get my ass handed to me all the time. But that's a step. That's like you have to go through that if you want to really develop in any sort of skill, especially in a game. And, well, you know, the funny thing about this little chat here is I was not expecting to talk about games. This is not what I expected to come in here and chat about, but that's just what started coming out of me. But I would like MK9, not even remastered, but like with a different type of graphical update, more cartoony, lean more into the cartoony side. It's already kind of there, but just kind of polish it up to where it's not this half and half. It's like, you know, there's an intended aesthetic that, you know, that's silly and fun, and not this intentionally serious tone that just so happens to be silly. You can't have Kintaro, a 4-armed tiger man, and take it like super serious. You know, it was never that deep. And I think that's what happens when games start to not be able to poke fun at themselves or have fun with things. You know, then it loses a lot of its fun. I think that, to me, that's what happened with Call of Duty. Is it just started trying too hard and didn't trust itself in its own capability to keep their player base there. And that's why a lot of people want old maps, and they just want the old experience back. They just want a refresh of the old experience. And there is something to that. Two of my favorite games are Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. Those, to me, those are the best games. Yet we couldn't get a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster. I think that would have really what they should do is add all the maps from Modern Warfare 2 into their 2019 Modern Warfare. I know they have a few, but a few more would really seal the deal, and I'd purchase it for $60. At this point, I'm not going to purchase that game for $60, especially when I hear that the multiplayer doesn't it's hard to maneuver through because there's too many campable areas. It's like, I'm not gonna go back into that world right now. I'm still freaking learning how to play keyboard and mouse on Fortnite. Well, this was just a little rant about games. Tell me what you think. What are you playing? What do you recommend I give a shot? I'm down to try games. I'm in a search. That's what you could tell from this. I'm in a search. A nice little escapism. Let me know. What should I play next? What should I talk about next? What should I do next? Thank you for listening. King J out.